In the year of our Lord 2023, FNAF has had a renaissance with 3 highly beloved projects: Security Breach Ruin, First Movie, and now finally wrapping up the year, Help Wanted 2, which seems to be a rousing success, and fans are raving about the amazing graphics, gameplay, and of course that juicy lore. But speaking of the lore, what the hell is this game even about? Unlike Ruin, which was pretty self-explanatory and linear, especially for a FNAF game, this game brings us right back being absolutely confusing. There's a lot in this game, and we are still in the early days, so by the time this video comes out, there might be even more information and I might have changed my mind on certain things. So keep that in mind. I actually was having trouble deciding on what this video should even be about. The endings, the weird connection that this game has to the MCI, or who the hell do we even play as? Well, I'm deciding to tackle the endings. A great way to start, right? So let's talk about it. After beating all the tasks that you were given, you unlock the final Voltron-type FNAF toy, the puppet, and then get a big old gift box which contains the combination of them all, before being souped away to reveal that Glitch Trap is inside a charging pod before nightmare staff bots come towards us and we wake in a familiar scene, giving Cassie the Van Eye mask from the beginning of Ruin. Creepy ending, huh? But what does it mean? Are we playing as a staff bot this entire time? I don't think so. That would be very weird and doesn't explain lines like, "Why are you so special?" which is something that was repeated by multiple characters. So okay, what is this ending trying to tell us, and is it canon? Well, to address the canonicity, yes, I do think both endings are canon to an extent. In this first ending, I think we are starting to address the confusion in the fandom regarding these 3 fuckers. There's been a lot of confusion on what the connection between these 3 are, and if FNAF Twitter is to be believed, this is pretty much close to confirmation. We see Glitch Trap come out of the charging pod in a very similar way, confirming alongside some other moments from this game that Glitch Trap is connected to the Van Eye network, like we see the Mimic in Ruin, leading to many to assume that the Mimic and Glitch Trap are connected in one way or another. The leading idea since the Mimic's introduction in the Tales of the Pizzaplex is that the Mimic 1 programming is Glitch Trap, while the robot, the Mimic, is in the basement. I think that Help Wanted 2 only helps to prove this. We see Glitch Trap in the FNAF 6 location in a charging pod, just like we see Barn Trap in the base Security Breach game. It's been long believed that Barn Trap is, in a sense, the Mimic. And in Princess Quest 4, we see, again, this image right here, which I have mentioned in a previous video as maybe being the storyteller from Tales of the Pizzaplex. It doesn't seem to make sense to have these be different characters at this point, but an offshoot of the Mimic 1's programming that was first used in the first Help Wanted, and now is using Vanny to put himself into the Pizzaplex. We actually kind of learned about this back in Security Breach during the therapy tapes, but I don't think we really knew what we were looking at the time. We found out that the virus put in the Pizzaplex is turning into subroutines, and now I think we have an idea of what those subroutines are. See, it all starts with the Mimic 1 programming, which is in the bot that we see in Ruin. But then it spawned Children, the one that was put in the original Help Wanted, which became Glitch Trap, the one that was used in the Tales of the Pizzaplex and in the Storyteller, aka Tiger Rock, and Glitch Trap's servants, Vanny and GGY. But okay, if Glitch Trap is an offshoot of the Mimic, what else are we seeing here? Our player character becomes the map op that gives Cassie the mask, which alongside seeing only the shadowed, not ruined versions of the Glam Rocks, and giving Roxy her node mask that we see in Ruin, proves to me that this game is neither a prequel to Security Breach or a sequel to Ruin. No, this game takes place after Security Breach and leads directly into Ruin. I think I nailed it with my last theory. Well, at least with the protagonist part. The rest of that theory is way off, but I do think we are playing as Cassie's dad in this game. We are not playing as Vanessa because of the endings, but I don't think we're playing as Cassie either, as we see her at the end, and we see a few things that might disprove this. Firstly, in the locked off room in PQ4, we see a poster that says, "Clocking out, make sure to take off your mask." This looks like an employee thing, and we know that technicians were supposed to use the Van Eye mask at the start of Ruin. But something that no one is acknowledging, to my knowledge, is that right below that sign, a reddish-brown toolbox can be seen. Does that look familiar?
A fast wrench. It's just like my dad's.
Did you notice that? Yeah, that's the same toolbox that we see in Ruin, where Cassie gets her fast wrench that looks like her dad's. Well, maybe it doesn't look like her dad's. Maybe it is her dad's. We see in this game that we get a fast wrench, and if you flip it around, you actually see it's the exact same fast wrench that Cassie has in Ruin, with the same follow me numbers on the back. Don't get me started on what that means. I think Cassie's dad was sent down here to do maintenance very shortly after the events of Security Breach, and was used as a pawn just like Vanessa was in the original Help Wanted, and then becomes the very bot that dooms his daughter down to the horrible path. Speaking of Vanny, let's talk about her. Did you know that Vanny was gonna have voice lines in this game? Yeah. Kinda crazy they cut that out. It seems like she was gonna be our tape girl in this game, trying to get us to do something. In these game file lines, it seems that the last remains of Glitch Trap escaped down here into PQ after the Princess Quest ending of Security Breach. But that voice you may be asking, it's Vanny's. But how? Vanessa is free. Yes, she is. But Vanny isn't dead. Now that consciousness is looking for a new host, just like her old man. While Cassie's father was turned into a staff bot, Vanny tricks us into a familiar trap, using the lore of Princess Quest to lead us into an adventure. But just like the original Princess Quest and the tapes that trapped Vanessa in the first Hub Wanted, we find out this was a trap that ends with the destruction of Glitch Trap, for good. Notice the giant Vanny. Notice her movement. It looks at us, slowly moves back as she waves, leaving us in the darkness. Just like Glitch Trap did to Vanessa long ago. Glitch Trap is dead. Long live Vanny. Or call her Vanny. Yeah, that's right, viewer. Vanessa is free, but Vanny has found a new host, using her own father and her best friend alongside the Mimic to break her mind. FNAF codenamed Carnivore is coming soon, and I'm sure Cassie would be very happy to see you.